The light of the stage light refracting off Legoshi's eyes because he is a wolf and wolf eyes refract light. The use of a storm to symbolise the internal storm within both Legoshi and Haru. The symbolic use of black and white in the storm to symbolise how this is a morally grey series with no correct side. The parallels between Legoshi's red eyes and the red moon. The use of making Tem appear small to symbolise his vulnerability in this moment. All the little scrapes on the wall as Tem runs past it. The use of starry skyism on anything that isn't bathed in the red of the moon. The use of perspective to infer the power of the beast, as well as the accurate use of lighting from its source giving the beast the impression of having one really tiddly arm and one massive arm. Which means Tem's killer is either Quagmire or William Birkin. These scratches on the door from repeatedly being opened by creatures with claws. Plus, the way the light restores what it touches to normal. This animation style, I call it starry skyism. The choice to have the blood present and contrasting to the blue of the scene. The sheer force of damage to the door and Tem's ability to hold it back. That is just a Tem win. The choice to have Tem enclosed within the shadow of the beast's body. A prelude to his fate. This camera effect. The fact that you can see the outline of the jacket the beast is wearing, as well as showing us the furry outline of the beast, and giving us the information that they were in the same class together, revealing the identity of the beast to eagle-eyed viewers who put two and two together. The reveal that the beast is actually facing away from the shot, however, from being enveloped in darkness, appears to be facing Tem. The smooth transition between one shot to the next. In fact, I'm just giving that like 5 wins because damn, that was smooth. And despite calling this wins, I was originally going to deduct a point because alpacas have amazing eyesight in the dark, so Tem shouldn't be stumbling around in the dark. However, he bumps into something behind him, not something that he could see, so no point, I guess? The subtlety of the slide that says mutual understanding between species. Is this a win? I don't know, actually. Let's take that point away. It's a neutral, I think. It's too on the nose. The fact that once you know who the beast is, you can 100% tell that this is clearly them. The fact that there are visible white hairs floating around on the screen, which could belong to Tem, or could belong to the beast. Bonus point for the fact that we can actually see the individual strands of hair on Tem's fur. If you watch anime long enough, you come to know a voice when you hear one, even if it's just the heavy breathing. And I'm pretty sure that is the actual Beast's voice actor breathing, or it's Jonas Scott's. If it is the Beast's voice actor, bonus point. And it's also kind of alarming now that I realise that I can identify a voice actor by their breathing. These teeth are anatomically accurate to the Beast. The amount of recurring and important characters you see in this shot. Plus the little feet on the pillars. Look at them! Look at them! Plus, I don't know how I've never noticed this before, but that is straight up Louis in The Crossing. All the scratches and damages to the wall, the damage to the scroll, and the fact you can see through the newspaper. The weights in the corner, the scuffs on the floor, the paint chipping on the bench, the loose shirt in the box, and the fact the door has scrape marks on the floor from when it's been repeatedly opened. Though the scuffs are arching the wrong direction for a door opening like that. So I'm gonna deduct that point, I think. The scratches on the glass because it is a carnivore changing room and they have claws, as well as the poster for the Meteor Festival that comes later on in the series. All the tape markings and scuffs on the floor and all the wear and tear on the wall. Accurate mirror animation. The wear and tear on the floor from being a point lots of people walk on. Studio Orange, once again, using the real world fact that light refracts off wolves' eyes, making them appear as if they're glowing to make Legoshi appear more intimidating and beast-like. All the cherry blossom petals because there are cherry blossom trees next to the entrance. The use of perspective to make Legoshi appear far larger than he actually is. The little glint of light that comes off L's scissors and catches the light. The smaller stairs for smaller herbivores, and the lower handles for them. That's a double win. The little change in Elle's face as she processes that she was wrong about Legoshi. The fact that the series gets Legoshi to step into the darkness before he talks about himself, juxtaposed to sitting in the light and talking about Tem.
Feared and hated. That's the story of my life.
Realistic portrayal of depression. Should that be a win? I feel like saying depression is a win is not the right thing to say. half a win? The random tape on the locker. That is totally Sally and Nuki in the background fawning over Louis. This one's more of a personal headcanon, but the fact that Louis is able to properly tie up his tie because he has nimble fingers, whereas Legoshi can't because his fingers are larger, making it harder to do so, so simply wears it loosely and wears the top button undone. Or maybe he just doesn't know how to tie a tie. All the wear and tear on the walls behind them. Those are totally Mitsushi's ears visible there. The fact of how lived in this room looks, the tennis racket that looks way too big for smaller herbivores, the banana pillow, the pile of dirty laundry and the haphazardly thrown clothes and the makeup mirror making the room feel so alive. This teddy bear plush that raises so many questions. The fact that the series shows her shadow before showing her.
Wow, I am impressed. The whole school's ignoring you, and yet you sit here still so strong, Haru. A little risky, wouldn't you say? For a bunny rabbit like you to sit alone after that student was devoured like your lunch.
While all the voice actors do an amazing job, I've got to give Sharami credit here for perfectly portraying that snide and condescending nature of Mitsushi, while also adding a flair of vindictiveness to it, as if she can't imagine why Haru is eating all alone. Oh, and if you think you recognise that voice, it's probably because she also voices Lucy in Fairy Tail, Suzuha in Steins Gate, and Asuna in Sword Art Online, as well as a bunch of other massive roles. Can I give Sharami a bonus point for the argument of no small roles, just small actions? Screw it. It's my video, my rules. She did great in this small role.
Rather than spreading rumors about me, maybe concentrate on getting back together with your boyfriend.
Haru gets a bonus for that sass. Actually, she gets 5 bonus points. Screw it. She gets 5 bonus points for that sass, because sassy girl. I'm never saying that again in my life.
My boyfriend and I are both harlequin rabbits, which makes us an endangered species couple. You are nothing compared to us.
Naturally implanting the idea that even in the Beastars world, endangered species still exist. Mirrors! And the little worn-outness of the wood under the lock. Mirrors! Again! The size difference to denote the power balance in this moment.
And what if I were to offer you one of my legs? You'd salivate and happily accept, am I right?
Okay, I'm presuming if you're watching this series, you've watched all of Beastars so far, including Season 2, so point for those who know, but if you haven't seen Season 2, spoiler point, I guess. The tap is a warped piece of metal, so Haru's reflection is warped, which is in a moment where she is talking about her self-image. Plus the little droplets of water. Probably an accurate depiction of how a wolf's scent of smell would work in the Beastars world. Especially considering Haru has just been splashed with water, so all that remains on her is a natural herbivore smell. Plus maybe the girl's bathroom, which wouldn't be that pleasant of a smell. This animation style, the subtlety of the aroma turning to fire as it enters his stomach. This whole sequence, this just gets points, give it some points. Haru's detection with her sensitive ears. And of course, the parallel between Haru and Legoshi and Tem and the Beast. With a series as large as Beastars is and as complex as it is, I'm sure I've missed stuff in this episode. So feel free to leave a comment saying whatever I've missed and what your interpretation and what deserves to be a win. I'll make a follow-up episode in the future. And if you want to check out any more of my Beastars video, check out the channel or click the playlist on screen right now. I was originally going to deduct a point because alpacas. That sounds mildly slurish. Alpacas. You pucker. How dare you, you alpaca.